Good evening. Dramatic music for the start. That was completely random. Class, what is the crack? All right, guys, we're in for a special treat tonight. This is going to be a lot of home truths tonight. There is not going to be any racing tonight. So if you're watching the stream looking for racing, this is very much a chatting, interacting with the chat. We do a stream like this once a year. For those of you who've never been here for a stream like this, hey, Evan Tate, Craig Gregg, Peter McCann, Ian May, Stephen, Scott Norton, what is the crack? So for those of you who have not been here, this is the one stream a year where I ask people to fill in a survey. Hey Velky Zemek, what's the crack? I ask people to fill in a survey and we go through the answers. Now, I had a glance when the first couple came in. I haven't looked at it since. So a lot of this stuff is going to be very new to me. I hope I won't get like flustered by it. There's going to be a lot of criticism. I specifically, I geared the whole thing so that it would make it constructive. So Ian May, Saunders, Canry Hevel, Daniel McGowan, George, what's the crack? Big crowd in tonight. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it after I open a beer. So I invite you, have a beer. This is a chatting stream. So if you like this type of stream, tell me. Still in work. Anyone waiting for that iRacing server? Tonight's beer is, where's the cat? The cat is around there somewhere. Not sure. Tonight's beer is a Radler Stiegel. So it's it's a bit of a it's a bit of a kind of a mixed like juice and beer type of thing. What's the percentage in it actually? Yeah, it's only like 2%, so it's nothing major. Some of the whack answers. Kuba wants to crack distilled. Right, we're going for it. Let's have a drink. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's so good. Almost tastes like a Smirnoff Ice or something. So good. Let's kick it off with the intro. Let's do it. Right, we're back. Kuba with the CSX2, nice one. Nick, what's the crack? And Sean, Phelan. All right, let's get stuck into it, guys. Get stuck into it. So I asked 10 questions. The first 5 questions. Loving driving the TCRs this week. Nice. In iRacing, I'm guessing, right? You have your hands on new GTS. Do I have a GTS here somewhere? No, I have the GT Pro hub here on this one. The GTS is around here somewhere though. Let me grab it. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Where's my GTS? Here it is. So I got a nice little shipment of Simagic steering wheels. So here we go. Simagic GTS. Can I deal with the roasts? I think I'm a little worried, to be honest. I think that some of them might be kind of close to the bone. And I got this, of course, the FX Pro. So yeah, that's fun. I'll save my first impressions for the the hub for the GT Pro. The GT Pro hub. So I just have a generic steering wheel on it. Hey Jack. So this isn't very nice looking. Simagic does sell like a nice steering wheel, but this has got like clutch paddles and yeah, these are 7-way hats, so it's pretty cool. It's a nice button plate, but the button plate alone costs as much as a GT1 wheel. It's over €500. So Lawrence, best YouTuber on YouTube. Oh lads, that's the chat is hopping. How's the chat? How's the ultimate? The Alpha U is very, very good. I like it. You're right. It tends keep them clean. Looks sick. Hey, it's Chris. Jacks are using Pulsimer F74N with Simagic. Oh, interesting. The FX Pro is very cool. It's a nice wheel. Got your Simagic DSX8. Nice. Yeah, I still don't have a DSX8. I'm not, or DS8X even. And I'm not sure if I will be getting one. Look, the cat's here. Say hi, Splat. Oh, she's up on my lap. Yeah, all good, all good. Right, I've no steering wheel in front of me. Like, so weird being in the rig with no steering wheel in front of me. All right, let's go into the first. The first. How do I get rid of? Can I get rid of this? Maybe I can't. Oh, I can. There we go. Right. So, question 1. Nice, easy one. It's not a stream without the cat. You mean Cork Twat. Happy New Year. Let's include the cat. She's here. You can't really see her right now. I can lift her. Hang on. 2 seconds. There we go. She's here. She's on my lap. How's the Cube Controls F Pro? I haven't actually used it. I haven't used the F Pro. So let's go, guys. Let's go into the meat and bones. It was Evan dissatisfied. Not enough hot women ads. Splat's back. Okay, so 59 people answered this. 1 person skipped it. And most people are very satisfied, which I'm happy with. Very, very happy with. So 28 people very satisfied. 25 satisfied. There are 5 hovering in around neither satisfied or dissatisfied. And 1 dissatisfied. So, oh yeah, we've got the numbers here. Can you all see this quite clearly? Everything okay? People on mobile, can you see it okay? Do I need to make this larger? Probably have a bit of space to play with. There we go. That's probably easier to see now. So this 60 people responded. So delighted. Favorite Cork year. So yeah, that was pretty good start. I'm very, very happy with those numbers. 1 person dissatisfied. I'm sure that we will get some comments in the later questions that are dissatisfied, but that was question 1. Nice easy one to start with. I said I'd go, who skipped the optional survey? Hey Alex, Mr. Lawrence, good to see you up and running. All the best from your former neighbor. Nice. So yeah, what's your least favorite things? Because like, I want this whole thing to be constructive. So I went straight into, you know, it's all well and good saying, oh, what's your favorite thing? Isn't everything great? The point of this is to see, you know, what things do you dislike as well? So 54 people answered this, 6 people skipped it. So plays weird rave tunes. Hang on, let's oh, that's where are my other playlists gone? Flat, will you get off my Jesus? Here. Bit of rock music for you. Or guitar music anyway. I don't know if it's even rock. But plays weird rave tunes. LD is you. Splat, get your tail off the screen. Jesus. Saying what's the crack? What does that mean? I don't know if that's a serious question. What's the crack is like an Irish greeting. It's not even Irish, it's in English, but we say it in Ireland. And crack means basically good fun with good people. So what's the crack means, you know, what's happening? What's up? So least favorite thing that LD does is not stream. Sorry, sometimes real life gets in the way. Say potato and what's the crack? Interesting. So some people don't like when I say potato and what's the crack. Sorry, it's kind of part of me. I was saying it long before this channel ever came about. So doesn't let Splat have a turn on the sim rig, but she was just on the rig, so you can't say that. Start the end credits. Okay, interesting. So the least favorite thing is do the end credits. Interesting. I've never had anybody complain about the end credits before. If you're wondering what the end credits are, it's where we go to this page and the credits start scrolling up the screen. So interesting. Yeah, I haven't gotten that. Who doesn't like potatoes? Flea McBaggins, what's the crack? Okay. Probably picking his nose. Do I pick my nose? Seriously, do I pick my nose? Don't tell me I fucking pick my nose on stream, do I? Do I pick my nose? Like, I'm not getting hung up on that one. I don't pick my nose. Like there's no way I pick my nose. I watch my streams back sometimes as well. I don't pick my nose. Shut up. The new year. Name and shame potato hater. Pingu was the crack. Least favorite thing. Interesting. Live streaming. So someone doesn't like the live streams. Okay, that's cool. Like some people just like the review content. But live streaming is a fundamental part of what we do. Live streaming fills the gaps between videos, which can often be weeks. Live streaming shows the things that I do anyway, and it's an excuse for me to be, regimental about how I review my hardware. Because even when I live stream, I'm usually reviewing hardware. If stuff goes wrong, you guys deserve to see it. And like, I mean, that often that often leads to frustrations. But least favorite thing: take nights off for the family. Lads, somebody's trolling. Some people are trolling. You can all feck off if you don't like me taking time off for the family. Family first. Doesn't make highlights video. No more of those videos on expensive products on tarmac outside. Makes me scared they're going to get scratched. They do get scratched. I'm sorry to say, Ben. One of the reasons that I ask, can I keep the products, is so that I don't need to be too careful with them. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. So pretty much everything I have has some minor scratches on it. You don't really notice them, but if you go looking for them, you'll find them. Tell your mom to back off. Doesn't make highlights videos from previous streams. Something that I'd love to do. I'd love to, because highlights videos are quite an easy thing if you have the time. I just don't have the time. I would love if somebody from the community made highlights videos for me. If I could get a highlights video from, like, let's say Tuesday night stream, and it was all put together into a 10-minute video, that would be absolute gold. And I would definitely, consider. I would look at arrangements to see, depending on how those videos do, and that, compensating whoever does those highlights videos. I just don't have the time. I just literally don't. I used to do highlights videos, but it was too much work for me, just considering the time I had. So I chose to spend that time reviewing hardware instead. Is it going to read all 50? No, we'll get faster. We will get faster. But this is the constructive one, right? So the constructive one is like least favorite things. I'm also going to leave. I'm going to take a little. Where's my notepad? Here, I'll just do notepad. And I'll take some notes. So here, this is saying does not show all competitors. So show full leaderboard. So showing the full leaderboard in Dirt can be challenging though, because there are a lot of names on the leaderboard. So dice roll, you're the chick. 100 messages already, Jesus. I'll try to do more. I do try to like if there are people in the chat who are not in the top 10, I do often go and see where they are on the leaderboard. Don't have to read all the names out for Dirt. Yeah, it might just take a long time. I tend to do it once at the start and maybe just to have a look at the finish as well. Least favorite thing LD does, Potato. Least favorite thing I do is less streams. I don't know if that's a double negative, or least favorite thing is streaming. Another person not a huge fan of the streaming. So interesting. Can just scroll to be seen. That's true. Sometimes when showing details on hardware, it's too quick and too much hand movement and gestures, making it harder to actually see them well. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that's for reviews. Let's take a note. This one is for Rally. So let's just Rally streams. maybe the rally. I'm holding a beer. I should just have the keyboard on my lap. It'd be a lot quicker. Rally streams. Then there is reviews. For the reviews, and I'll make this bigger as well. For the reviews, show hardware in more detail. Moves too quickly. Okay. Interesting. I do try to grab it from loads and loads of different angles so that you can see, you know, lots of the B-roll. So interesting. Least favorite thing is focus on the chat while driving. It's just a part of the channel. It's just a part of the channel. Spend less time with the fam. Yeah. Was that you feeling? Yeah. I like trying to find the balance. Sometimes I do mess up when I'm reading the chat. Sometimes I concentrate too much on the driving and I neglect the chat a bit. Even when I get the opportunity. Too much sim racing. Hey, Mikinator. There's so much stuff on the screen during streams, it could be pared back. That's definitely something that I've tried to work on a lot. I know that especially in the ACC days, there was a lot on screen, and ACC itself just has a lot of data. I made my little sim hub dash at the bottom a little bit more intuitive, so there's less on the screen right now, but especially the bottom half of the screen, there's a lot happening. So there is still a lot on the stream, but I want that stuff there, if that makes sense. If you do, you know, if person who wrote this does want to tell me more detail about this, just send me a message on Discord. So NA, not applicable. Least favorite thing, iRacing. Interesting. We are gonna get. I think we're gonna get some like sim versus sim related stuff here. Because I wouldn't be surprised if there's another answer that says I do too much ACC. None. His sound. Cheers. Chinese sim gear reviews. Interesting. So like Camus, Simagic. Look, I can only review the stuff that gets sent to me, I guess. I do have Fanatec stuff. Fanatec stuff is made in China as well. So a lot of the hardware that we have is Chinese. Least favorite thing is drinking beer skill. Okay, not applicable. None. None. Complains that he's disappointing us when things go bad. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I do. Like I like putting that pressure on in ways because it makes me perform. You know, because ultimately I want to keep you all entertained, right? When shit hits the fan, it's a personal thing, right? So one of my things is you have to stream the things that you enjoy, and it can't be like it's not too much other than just a bit of chatting and a bit of layout and that. You should be streaming the things you'd be doing anyway. And if I have a technical issue as a result of the stream, it's something that I wouldn't have if the stream wasn't there. So it does take away from my enjoyment, and like I wear my heart on my sleeve, and it does come across on the streams, and I've often watched back when I've gotten frustrated. I'll try to do that less for sure. Let's put that on here. Let's do streams general, and let's say get less frustrated when shit goes wrong. Okay. Thought this was a sadism thing. Not win every race. No, I'm not good enough to win every race. Least favorite thing is rally. See, this is rally, iRacing. We're gonna have these battles. Not a big fan of the music. More rock would be nice. Okay, well, this is the first time in months I've played guitar music. Okay, more rock. I think that's a valid one to put on the list. If there's stuff that I forget to put on the list, tell me. More rock music. There we go. He's trying to entertain us. Can't please them all. No, definitely. Beating you on Tuesday nights. You usually beat me, in fairness, especially in those skippies. You're just an absolute weapon. So, But yeah, you are one of my personal targets. Sorry, Tony. Least favorite interesting concept. I am. I don't know what's the crack. Another person saying what's the crack. They don't like what's the crack. Interesting. I wonder if they're Irish people or not. Maybe it doesn't translate well, or maybe people just don't.
Flea McBaggins just donated $5. You might
Legend.
not be at the top of the leaderboard, but her P1 in our hearts.
That's very nice of you. It's very cheesy. Very nice. Engine sound is all the music we need. Yeah. They can't spell crack. Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's actually a good point. That's the second one now that mentions crack, C-R-A-C-K. So maybe they just don't get it. Least favorite, interesting live streams. Love the racing. Find the amount of banter distracts from the racing. Interesting. Okay. So, right, that's basically too much interaction with the chat. They do like the racing. Oh, it's live stream related. So, okay. Too much banter distracts from the racing. Okay. What's the crack, Rory? Welcome. Rory, I do this thing once a year where people fill in a survey. They basically just kind of roast me, tell me the things I'm doing wrong, tell me the things I'm doing right. I take some notes and I try better for next year. We do this once a year. So this is a one-off. This is actually the only stream of the year that I don't race, which is mad. One stream a year. Unboxings. Someone doesn't like the unboxings. Okay, so there are a number of reasons that I do the unboxings. First one is for me to have a personal video record. I think out loud during those unboxings, and I use them to form the basis of notes. I take notes after I do my unboxings. It also allows me, doing an unboxing of a product, allows me to get a video out early. They are relatively easy videos. They give a lot of review material. It's very rare that I say something in my unboxing video that changes significantly for the review, unless there is, more that needs to be figured out. But usually I say I need to play with the settings, or I need to figure that out. The unboxings allow me to, like, a quick route to market for a video, and it gives people generally enough confidence or enough information to decide whether they want to get, whether they want to buy that product or not. But I agree, I'd love to just release a day one review every time. Very brave, wouldn't dream of that. It's good crack. Look, everybody is here for the same reasons, and I like the challenge of it, to be honest. Ask 54 people, get 108 opinions. There'll always be someone for people to complain about. True. See, look, ACC. So far in the least favorite things, we've had iRacing, Rally, and ACC. You're definitely not gonna please everybody. Gets overly upset when things aren't going right. It's off-putting. Okay, the it's off-putting there is definitely a big one. Gets frustrated when things go wrong. I'm just gonna put an X2 after that, because that seems to be a big one. Haven't seen enough content to make that decision. Thank you for filling in the survey, even though you're not a regular content viewer. But that is excellent that somebody who's not, an invested potato is answering this, because that makes it it's an Irish pastime. That makes it a lot more genuine. Least favorite thing, drifting. So we've had 4 big things now so far. What one hasn't been mentioned yet? Wreckfest hasn't been mentioned yet. I don't do that often. Assetto Corsa hasn't been mentioned yet. Streaming. Least favorite thing that Lawrence does is streaming. Okay. That's the second one for streaming. But I'm not going to stop streaming, so you can all feck off. But Did You Die needs to go. I love But Did You Die. Maybe 3 drift trains, lad. Yeah. Alright, quick vote in the chat. But Did You Die? Right, I'm taking the first 6 answers. Should it stay or should it go? But Did You Die? Type stay or go. First 6 answers. So thumbs up. Okay. So that's 1 for stay. But Did You Die? Stay. That's 3 for stay. If we got a 4th stay, there we go. 4 stays. But Did You Die is staying. There we go. Was that you, Izzie? You're some prick. Beer talk. Okay, least favorite thing is beer talk. Okay, so someone doesn't like... So, for context on the beer thing, okay, a lot of people like it. For context on the beer thing, I only usually drink on a Tuesday and a Thursday. When I have my stream, I usually only have one beer, and it's usually a smaller can than this. I'm doing a lot of chatting here, so I'm just enjoying this 2% beer. But I know a lot of people are not a huge fan of alcohol, and that's fair as well. Sometimes I drink tea, sometimes I drink water. So keep the beer talk, it's you. Singing on stream. I don't sing on stream. Cancelling streams. I can understand. Sometimes I cancel streams. One of the things I tried to do when I was setting up the channel was I tried to be super consistent. Yeah, it's more like water. I tried to be super consistent. So every Tuesday, every Thursday, and try to be pretty religious about it. Just do it, do it, do it. Because people will remember, you know, if they're working on a Thursday, you know, they at least there's a stream tonight. They'll know exactly. And I can't stream a lot, guys. I don't have a lot of time. I've got my, you know, full-time job and all that. So if I can't make a lot of content, I have to be super consistent with the content that I do make. That's my general attitude to it. First impressions, another one for first impressions. So people, good few people here not liking first impressions. So that's interesting. We'll see if people do like first impressions. Way too much Red Bull. Drink San Miguel in moderation, one sip at a time. Another vote for iRacing here. Can't really think of anything. Complain about penalties. I love complaining about penalties. iRacing's penalty system is second hate it. Love iRacing though. I think it's class. Get so annoyed when things go wrong. That's a third one, guys. I really need to cop myself on, as the Irish say. When kids get older, more self-sufficient, there may be more time for sure. Endurance racing is a massive one. That's I wouldn't be surprised if it gets mentioned. I want to do endurance racing. Too hard on himself. Okay, that's could be similar. Very small thing, but the audio quality drops when he goes into his setup process. This is in the first impressions video. Switches to the headset. Yes. Microphone is also tight noise gate. Yes. And I often have the microphone too far away from my mouth. Definitely it's something that I need to work on here. First impressions vids. Oops. Touch mouse pad. Noise gate for headset mic. Okay. Just taking actions here, because it's all well and good going through these things, but if I'm not going to act on them, then there's no point. First impressions have got better. No questionable jokes about Ireland. We want you to do endurance. I want to do endurance. Complaining about iRacing penalties is part of racing that sim. Everyone complains about it. It's true. HDI Nasty, what's the crack? Okay. Gets too annoyed. Oh, lads, this is a common theme. That's another one. Fourth, and I can nearly count that fifth one. You know, too hard on himself. Another person that doesn't like iRacing. That's 3 anti-iRacing. Interesting. Now, that said, a lot of new subscribers over the past 12 months might be here for ACC, because I dedicated 2022, most of it, to ACC. So if people were used to seeing ACC, and then I went back to iRacing, like, I'll hold my hand up, my own personal preference. I prefer iRacing by a country mile to ACC. Hey Jamal, what's the crack? Doesn't mean I'm not going to do it anymore, but it does mean that for now I just need a detox from ACC. Cheers, Mossy. Thanks a million. Yeah, I'd love to do a 24-hour. Are we nearly there yet? Yeah, cheers, Craig. Another one here, too hard on himself. Interesting. Okay, so we've got loads of too hard on himself. It almost sounds like people have discussed this and they said that's the answer we're going to give. That's question 2 done. Let's go through. That may have been streak from technical difficulties. Yeah, and look, technical difficulties, they do happen. They do happen. What's your favorite thing that LD does? I never say the word LD because it's me. Like, what makes you like iRacing more than ACC. I don't want to like bash ACC or bash iRacing. I do probably do both when I get frustrated with both, right? But I have some negatives with ACC. Firstly, I'm not a huge fan of GT3 cars. That's a personal preference. I find them quite numb already in AC and in iRacing. But ACC's force feedback, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Now, ACC's force feedback is based off actual telemetry on the steering column. So it is exactly what you feel through the steering wheel in a real car. My issue is that in a real car you feel lots of other things that communicate when the front end is getting loose, when the back end is getting loose. You get a lot of that compensated, especially in Assetto Corsa. Even iRacing loads up the steering a lot based on what the tires are doing. They're all forces that you don't feel in a real car, but a real car does tell them to you. So I prefer a sim to tell me things through whatever forces are available than to be like photorealistic to what the real thing does. So that's just, I guess, a personal preference. What happens for me in ACC is I tend to just drive until I memorize it. It's a gamer muscle ramble. I find that I'm just memorizing ACC. I don't find it as enjoyable, and when I am battling with people, I find it too numb to take risks. Yeah, okay. Let's get back. It was just somebody asked. But like, and that's just me. That was my like anti-ACC thing, right? iRacing, the graphics are not great. The fucking see it, Johnny, rest well, bud. iRacing's penalties are shite. ACC's penalties are brilliant. You know, you're allowed 3 off tracks and then you get a drive through. But even your off tracks, if you're not gaining time in ACC, it just lets you away with them. So it's very, very forgiving and very enjoyable to race in ACC from that point of view. iRacing, if you're side by side, one of you goes off the track just to afford the other one space. You know, one of you could get a slowdown that you have to serve. Meanwhile, you know, it might be a 2-second slowdown, but meanwhile, the other car, after you've served your 2-second slowdown, the other car is 5 seconds ahead. It's absolutely horrendous. So you have to drive differently than you would in real life in iRacing for that reason. The racing in ACC is very good as long as you know how the car is going to behave. So both have negatives, so please don't get me wrong. And I like the range of cars in iRacing. All right, that's the end of that. What's your favorite thing LD does? Okay, saying what's the crack or how's the crack? Okay, it's crack spelled wrong again. iRacing and community events. The detail of his product reviews. Thank you very much. Favorite thing is stream. So someone's saying favorite thing is streaming. Glasgow's the cocaine capital. Calamitous racing and saying things like feck and Jesus. I love when he pretends to know which way. This is you, Izzie. This is definitely, if this isn't Izzie, like, this is Izzie. It has to be you. Upbeat attitude. Thank you very much. ACC live streams of LFM races. Nice. Okay, so that was a favorite thing. I'll have to get a couple of LFM races in again. I was actually looking to try out LFM on R Factor 2 at some stage this year. So I don't know. We'll see. Favorite thing, review videos. Attitude, fun and great reviews. Thank you very much. Has created an awesome Irish sim racing community. I guess there are a lot of Irish people here, and it's unusual for someone in Ireland to have a community like this on a global scale. But the videos, the primary audience is in the USA. Secondary audience is UK. Is it UK or is it? Yeah, it's UK. Then third audience is Australia. So Ireland is like way down. No, obviously we've way less people as well. Hey, look, so what's the crack? Your answers were short. Your answers were short, as in they were abrupt. This one's going quickly. I knew this one would go a lot quicker. So has created an awesome community. Thank you so much. LD's sincerity when he calls us lads. Nice, lads. Thank you. So lads is one of those words, right? So I try to be very politically correct. In Ireland, we say lads even for women, as in girls say lads. Lads, what's happening? They say that to the girls. It is definitely a word that's rooted in our culture, in the way we speak. I know that it's, you know, not inclusive. If there's a group of 5 guys and 1 girl, and someone says lads, the girl can feel excluded. I completely understand that, especially on a global scale. So, but I automatically I say lads. LFM on R Factor looks good. Yeah, it definitely does. So drug. I have to close one eye to see the screen. Cheers, Chad. Mike, what's the crack? Some of us guys is what we, same in US, guys is what we use. Yeah. So now I do know some people in the USA who are like quite offended by the term guys, but that maybe that's just in the workplace. I don't know. So I do try to minimize it, but especially when something happens. Neil, what's the crack? Should be calling Lawrence. Yeah, even groups of girls use it here. Yeah. Jose Guacamole, what's the crack? LD Sincerity, Pareto, answers to most comments. Thank you very much. Is like that's on. I try to do it on the YouTube videos and on the chat as well. So thank you very much. Favorite thing is not streaming. No, Neil, I won't make it to Autosport. I've had a hell of a, from a financial point of view, I've had a hell of a 6 weeks. So I honestly just can't afford it, can't justify it. So favorite thing, long-term reviews. Like seeing his opinions of a product after a decent period of use. So that's one of the things that's very important to me. I try to use it for my races, and if stuff goes wrong, I'll find out during a race. If I need to, you know, select a menu or change my pit stop strategy mid-race, I want it to be in the pressure of the moment. I don't want it to be when I'm sitting at my rig, you know, just testing a product specifically, and I get 10 goes to work it out. Connor B, what's the crack? How much does Lawrence need? Lawrence needs a flight out tomorrow and a hotel. BDH, what's the crack? Welcome to the stream. Are you guys at Autosport? BDH. Oh no, you said you weren't going to make it this year. You're concentrating on doing the product. Trying things out of the box stock settings. Super important. Doing a good job conveying different sensations when reviewing. So those out of the box settings, if a no, don't, Izzie. No. I would have to leave tomorrow, and that's just not going to happen. So don't bother. LD, could you stream you snoring? And most of us, which thank you very much. Going to the Autosport show, taking your 4-year-old son. Nice. Yeah, it's going to blow his mind. It's like I was 34, 35 when I was there for the first time, and it blew my mind. So yeah, 4-year-old is going to be completely yeah, out of the box stock settings, super important. If a company sends you a product, they want to impress you. If the setup of the thing is shite, it's either bad quality control or it's just not a great product. It needs to be good from the start. You can always make it better, and there, like most things, there are adjustments, and it's a very subjective thing. But they should try their best to have it as good as possible out of the box. Maybe scroll up a little. Yeah. So this is the most favorite things. The favorite thing that LD does. So. Where are we? Out of the box stock settings. Make everyone welcome, no matter who. Even if you're brand new, you feel like you've been there forever. That's a hell of a comment. Thank you so much. Planning on Crafter Donahue. Oh, that's for Neil. Yeah, favorite thing LD does. Builds a community. As someone new to the community, it feels real. That's amazing. That's just a great comment. That's exactly what I want to get across. That's why I encourage people to welcome people when they join Discord. On that note, if you're not in Discord, !Discord, get into Discord. It's where the community really lives. We do these streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I release videos when I can, but I'm in Discord every single day. It is my main priority. And if you ever have any questions, if you want to know what's going to be in a review before a review releases, hit me up, because that's where the community really lives. LD is one of the most genuine people on YouTube. I think, thank you very much. I think it's very easy to judge based on, you know, when I'm in stream mode and stuff. A lot of people who have met me, you know, they're happy enough with me, you know. I try to be as genuine as I can. I don't always get it right. Sometimes all you need is a potato. Why won't my bed stay still? John, you got it bad, man. The DTs. Favorite thing is ACC. Favorite thing, gives the right level of information for noobs like me. This is an important one. Thank you for this comment. I try not to get bogged down in specs and things that you can read off a spec sheet or an advertising sheet. I try to concentrate on the how does it feel if you were new, if you're experienced, you know, what, all these different things. So that's all very, very important to me. Do I know Basic Ollie? Oh yes, I do. There's not a nation like a potato nation. Rally stream is awesome, excellent. Honesty, long-term reviews, thank you very much. Rally racing, another one for rally. Who's my? Do you know what? I don't follow BTCC. When it's on, I'll watch it, but I don't follow it. So, I'm even hard pushed to name a single driver this year. So sorry about that. It's one of those things. I have so many things in my life that I have to sacrifice in order to achieve the things I want to do, and there are lots of things that I love that I just have to sacrifice. Things like movies, things like a lot of TV series. What else? Yeah, watching a lot of motorsport. I watch F1, but even at that, a lot of the time I don't watch a full F1 race because I just have so much else to do. First impressions and long-term reviews. These are the favorite things. Brings a positive attitude and professional level to his streams. Thank you so much. That's a lovely comment. Reviews, iRacing, shows that you can be passionate about your hobby but put family first and remember we do it for fun. What a comment. This is the message I'm trying to get across. He's just quit his day job. Oh yes, yeah. That's awesome. I love seeing that. I love seeing people, you know, having the guts to go full time. For me, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to go full time. I might do it more. I might work less at my day job, but I'm never going to be full time. Not unless, you know, honestly, I think I'd probably need 250,000 subscribers before I even considered it. It's just not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. Couldn't do without you. Honest reviews, has fun. Seems to be himself and pretty genuine. When's the next race we can do together? The RTA League every Tuesday in iRacing. I'm guaranteed to be there. So that's probably a good one to catch me at. And I don't know what's going to happen after this season in that. Reviews, they're awesome. Long-term reviews of hardware and live streams. Thank you so much. Being simple. Is that you, Izzie? Is that you? William, you are a legend with those commands, man. Sharing RTA. Share Wiz as well while you're at it. ! Wiz. Great ACC league. And if you are into ACC leagues, our multi-class league starts this weekend. GT3 and GT4. ! Discord for more information. It's on Sunday evening at 8 o'clock. Is our Potato Nation multi-class league. So get in there. That's going to be unreal. That's sponsored and everything. Yeah, it's class. You read yours already. Extremely detailed reviews. Positive energy when things are going well. Yeah, interesting. Thank you very much. Reviews and racing leagues. Class. Swears when crashes. Favorite things. This is a list of favorite things, and every line is someone's answer here. Hardware reviews and impressions. Thank you very much. Reviews, gear reviews, Dirt Rally 2 streams, the interaction with the community that have ran the rally ahead of time. I absolutely love it. I urge anyone to join this community. If you've never joined a group that gives back so much, remember, it's not just Lawrence, it's the same mentality. It just gets better and better. Man, Justin, what a sound comment, man. Thank you so much. Jesus, that fills me with just pride. A comment like that. Thank you so much. enjoying the racing. Reviews. Streams. So we do have people who like the streams. Reviews, streams, chatting on streams. Great crack. Feels like a community and not just a streamer talking to random people. These comments are unreal. I said I'd lead with the the least favorite things. These are the favorite things now. There's a lot more to come though. We've got a hell of a lot more here. Hey Nax, what's the crack? Simple as good. May even catch on. Rally streams. He has fun at what he's doing, no matter what it is. That's class. Love it. Yeah. See, even right now we're going through like stats. I fucking love stats. Love the energy and genuine enthusiasm that he does. Both his first impressions on a product, but also a long-term review, and that he's brutally honest. I have to be brutally honest. I try to be constructive with companies as well. Sometimes part of the reason a long-term review takes so long is because I'm back and forth with a company trying to like eradicate the problem so that I don't have to say a negative thing in the review because it's something that's avoidable. I'd rather review a better product than a worse product. Secondly, and this is the most important one, if I review a product and say it has a major flaw because the force feedback is crap through a hairpin, I don't know. If a week later they go and fix that, my whole review is out of date. I can't just go and edit that one little piece. I have to re-upload. People will be like, oh, I've already watched this, and that video absolutely would tank. So it's a far better investment for me to work with the company and release the review when it's ready. Too many Ericks in this community. After Autosport Show in 2020, after talking with you and the guys DM, had to build a rig. Nice. That's awesome, Neil. That's so cool. Yeah, I will get back. This was supposed to be rock music, wasn't it? Has this automatically changed something else? There we go. It's on rock music again. General good energy, great reviews, especially pedals. Oh man, pedal reviews are so feckin' hard. They're so difficult. Yeah. Enjoys himself at the streams. Resync his audio and video. Yeah, that's my audio and video settings. Okay. This is where it gets fun now, guys. This is where we're gonna have a lot of actions as well. So let's go. Let's free up the left hand. My hand is freezing from that can. What advice do you have for LD to improve the channel? Wear a Scotland strip. More races. Interesting. So more races on a stream night. Interesting. Okay. I that's a time issue. I think. Keep going. Vibe is great. Reviews are somewhat later than other channels. But LD, yeah, works full time. No blame here and totally normal. Yeah, it's like if I have the product ahead of time and there's an embargo, I can work towards that. If it's get a review out as quickly as you can, I can't compete with a full-time reviewer, so I prefer to take as much time as I can. I will, try to release a first impressions video as soon as possible, especially if it's a new product, but that's not always feasible either. Say what's the crack less. Okay. I have a time issue with the amount of time he's taking. Finally spelled crack right. Okay, more LFM races. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Keep going, be happy. Nothing. I enjoy twice weekly trips to Ireland. What a lovely comment. Thank you so much. Use normal overlays for ACC instead of the strange iRacing ones, which are confusing. Yeah, I've had this. I've had people feed this back to me before. In ACC, I can't lay my stream out, so it's going to look horrendous right now. But I can't lay this stream out like this for ACC without blocking like the default widgets. So I have to have custom widgets, and those custom widgets are problematic and a pain in the hole. Mr. Reviews so far, they're doing a cracking job. Don't get on streams as much as always enjoy it. Thanks so much, Kieran. Legend. Yeah, my RTA is a very competitive league. Those people are complete aliens. So I really enjoy racing against them. I get 3 races on a Tuesday night in a short period of time, and they're always like really, really good. So hey Sean, knew the crack hater was an ACC fan. Just be you and do what you think is good. Yeah, like part of the reason that I want to do this, Neil, is because there's lots of stuff that I don't know that people are talking about. This is an anonymous way for people to get that feedback to me. It makes them at least see that they're being listened to, and if I have a reason for that particular thing, this is my chance to say it. They took time to do this survey. They're probably watching right now or going to watch it at some stage. So it just gives us all a better understanding. Coach Dave is who LD used, but he's also sponsored. Yes, so I used Coach Dave Academy setups, but I also used HIMO setups, and I said, you know, when I was using a HIMO setup, I also have used Luke Addison setups, and I don't know how I used those on stream though. But hey, Matic was the crack. RTA rocks. Stop streaming. Someone really doesn't like the streams. So this is a list of advice. What advice do you have for LD? Oh, the question is staying at the top now. BU. I wish you could either find a time or hire someone. Just ask someone to edit videos for you. Example: someone cuts your so cut the stream into highlights. I would absolutely love it. If there's somebody watching right now who would like to even attempt making a highlights video out of one of my streams, and I could upload it to the channel and we could see how it does, as long as we can do that consistently, you know, like one a week or whatever. If someone's willing to do that, I'm more than willing to give them, you know, a share of whatever that video makes. Or yeah, I'm more than willing. So talk to me if you want to. The content will already be there. All you're doing is cutting out the crap bits, and you're creating like a 10-minute highlight video. If people like it, then great, you make money. If not, we tried. So this is, I think it's a great comment. And let's add it to our actions. Here. So streams general. Cheers, aka Wook.
Akawook is celebrating 1 month as a supporter.
So streams general. So here, create highlights. Not saying I'm going to be able to do this, but we'll see. If someone likes only only 250,000 subs to go. Thank you very much. So hang on, let me just check that. Oh, hang on a second. That was a proper sub. Why didn't that? Oh, it's got the wrong. There's something wrong with that.
Akawook is celebrating 1 month as a supporter.
Sorry, Akawook or aka Wook. My sound is set up wrong. Basically, guys, Akawook or aka Wook just became a Potato Nation supporter. Thank you so much. On Twitch, that sound is completely wrong. I had to reset them up recently, and I had noticed that was the wrong sound effect. It's supposed to be a massive fanfare, but it's not. Sorry about that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I didn't mean to like just brush it off. I didn't actually know that it was. I thought it was a 1 month celebration, which it looks like, but it's just set up wrong. Thank you so much, Akawook or aka. Is it aka Wook or is it Akawook? I don't know. Thank you so much. Absolute legend. Thank you so much. So I would love to see you play racing games that aren't just pure sims, such as F1. I did one F1 stream. Yeah, it looked like a resub because of the way I have it set up. A Wook, nice one, Wook. Yeah, I'll figure that out and I'll fix that. So thank you very much. And Izzie with the 17 months, Splat is back. So that's a great comment. What advice do you have for LD to improve the channel? Keeping it real. Potato. Clearly he knows what he's doing. He hasn't a fucking clue what he's doing. So much stream delay on YouTube. Yeah, there is a lot of. Now I also have YouTube in a setting. It's like a low latency setting. I'm too chicken. Sorry, a high latency setting, but it's a quality. Just upgraded your 9700K. Yeah, ACC bottlenecking. Nice. So congrats on that, Speed Force. Yeah, I'm just chancing my arm here, guys. YouTube don't populate in the alert. Resub text doesn't populate. Oh, interesting. Here, let me take note of that. Flat, I need you off. Sorry, girl. Sorry, I need to be able to type. So let me just Twitch sub notification broken. Let's put this under general streams. Streams general. And what was it you said? YouTube resub text doesn't populate. Okay, I'll try and fix that as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm still on the 9700. So and I don't know when I will be upgrading the PC. If I will be, I've too many expenses at the moment, and the PC is working, so all good. Maybe update the structure of the hardware reviews, as it can probably flow a bit better. Interesting. I think that okay. I actually think that the remove Lawrence from the channel. I actually think that the hardware reviews have a great flow. Sorry. Yeah, I think they have a great flow. I like all the little sections. I don't know. More head-to-head comparisons. Yeah, I would love to do more head-to-head comparisons. Again, it's a time issue. Should try Carex. Did I just skip one? Yes, I did. Remove Lawrence from the channel. Leave the PC alone and get the super done. That is the goal. I would love to do that. Although I love the opening a gift feeling at unboxing, I do prefer if you unbox and study all the stuff first. That way, more info and insight can be given in the first impressions video. For sure, that takes a lot more time. It can no longer be a first impressions if I know a lot about the product. And it's not a realistic way that somebody who's handling a product like that for the first time is going to view the product. I know I have a lot of, stuff that I can compare it to, but I don't think the format... Sorry, Splat. Sorry, I can't have you on my lap. Just let your cat stream 1 million subs. Maybe a logo refresh. Yeah, I've thought about that. Everything has the logo on it now. Like, the logo is hidden here behind us. But everything has the logo on it now. So I don't know. And I still have merch and I still have stickers and all that stuff. So I got a sweet spot on your introduction. On your review original. Sweet spot for you. Your introduction on your review original. Not sure what you mean, Speed Force. 41 people watching, 27 likes. Thank you so much, Izzie. A gimbal for the panning shot. I do have a gimbal. The gimbal is very difficult to... So there are a couple of difficulties with the gimbal, right? One is I need to get a cable that connects the gimbal straight to the camera so that I can hit record from the gimbal. Secondly, the gimbal is made for shots at this height. Down low shots, it's not very good at. Those type of panning shots that I do, you really need a camera slider. And camera sliders are amazing. They take great footage, but they take a hell of a lot of time. Thank you very much, Glutzy.
Glutzy is celebrating 1 month as a supporter.
So the notification is wrong. Glutzy just became a channel supporter on Twitch, a subscriber. Thank you so much. That is amazing. That's 2 new Twitch subscribers tonight, which is kind of amazing. So Wook and Glutzy, thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that on this stream, that new people would be coming in and kind of liking this and enjoying it. Being in Pritchard Gaming 22 months. That's impressive. So yeah, one thing, and I spoke to Milex, one of the admins, and he gave me some great advice to try again. I tried it in the past when my footage was super shaky. I got it to a point where it was, you know, it was acceptable for me. But I never do any post-processing to try and stabilize stuff. So Ian May, you absolute legend. Thank you so much. So I need to do that post-processing for those panning shots. So great comment. Let me add it to the notes. Reviews. Stabilize post footage. There we go. Daniel McGowan with 15 months. Guys, the tenure. I have a soft spot. Sorry for your introductions on your hardware. Very original. Thank you so much. Cheers, Speed Force. So, what advice do you have? Not applicable. Don't get so mad and frustrated when something goes wrong. Be it technical issues with your PC or a game crashing. Seeing your face go all red, almost fuming and looking like you're going to punch the hole in the wall is not a good look on stream. I agree. And whoever this comment is, look, there've been a couple of comments to this effect. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I absolutely love what I do. When I, win a dramatic, when I win dramatically, I almost cry. When something goes shit-shaped, I get fucking angry. It's just like, I will try to tone it down, though. I think there's a general consensus. It's been a bit too much. The technical issues have really been, messing with me. Cheers, Klitzy. He's a subscriber 5 minutes and he's right in there with the insults. I love it. Pingy with 9 months, legend. If you will, I'll lend you my open wheel rim add-on. Oh, nice. The T818, I would love to review it. Thrustmaster have given me no indication whether they're going to send me one. I haven't ordered one either because I have a backlog of stuff that I need to review. So the last thing I need is more hardware, and especially if I'm paying for it, that's just money that I can't afford right now. So I would love to review the T818, but it will probably be, later in the year or next year. So keep doing what you're doing. Everything is excellent. Race with us. I would love to race with people more. How much have you missed? We're on question, what is it? 3, 4. It's the third, like, kind of more complex one. So all of it. So yeah, I would love to race with the community more. The iRacing on Friday nights, which is like a 10 p.m. race, that one suits me a lot better. 9 o'clock is my stream time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Weekdays don't suit people in the US for a lot of races. Weekends suit the best. We do have a lot of people in the US and they like to race as well. I don't want to exclude them, but it usually means the races at the weekend are usually like at around 8 o'clock Irish time. That's too early for me, and the weekends are like family time. So hey, Gabriel Borgi, what's the crack? Best advice I can give you is you be you. So many streamers out there that are edited within an inch of their life. Be real. We could all see how real and honest you are. Oh, thank you, Big Al. Thank you so much. What exciting things are in the backlog? So I actually post my backlog in my Discord periodically. I have a channel called Hardware Under Review. I've got several steering wheels. I've got the Alpha U wheelbase. I've got the CSL-DD. I've got a couple of Fanatec steering wheels here. I've got a couple of sequential shifters. I've got like pre-handbrakes to review. I've got a TR8 track racer rig to review. I've got actually an exciting collaboration coming up with a big Irish YouTube channel, so that'll be fun. There's a lot of exciting stuff in the pipeline. Get into Discord though! ! Discord if you're not already there. Discord is where the community really lives. I only have so many hours to stream, but I'm in Discord quite a lot. RP Warner, what's the crack? Maybe talking about some really well done AC cars and tracks as filler to get more potential subscribers. Interesting. Like, I'm not doing a lot of AC at the moment, so talking about AC to get more subscribers at the moment may not attract the right people. I'm not sure. First time I was in Ireland, I was weirded out when people kept saying, "What's the crack?" yeah. Thanks, Daniel. Legend. for doing the exclamation mark Discord. People will see that link. So yeah, AC, I would like to spend more time with ACC though. I would love to do some Lega Corsa racing again. I used to race with a group called Lega Corsa, and they're an excellent bunch of people. They race a setup Corsa, and they're lovely people. They race at 8 o'clock Irish time. Most of them are based in Central Europe, so it's 9 o'clock their time. It's just too early for me at the moment. So what advice would you have? None. Maybe more outside content, vlogs on your life outside of sim racing. Interesting. I do have, if you do exclamation mark links, I think it is. If you do exclamation mark links, I have a TikTok account where I cover my car antics. So those of you who don't know, really loved your Moser reviews, bought an R9 GS wheel after watching your review. Can you do a video explaining the settings in Pithouse software for ACC? If you could share your preset. I will try. Get into Discord and I will try to get you screenshots of that, Aditya. I'm not sure if I will get time to do a video on that. Yeah, I've got 32 gig DDR5. Nice. Awesome. Nice. That's class, Speed Force. Yeah. So in there, I'm big into Japanese cars. So I have a Nissan Silvia S13. I have a Toyota Supra with a twin turbo 2JZ in it that's parked in my driveway that I hope to get on the road this year. It's very close. It's running and driving and all that. Just need to make it road legal. And I have another Supra.
Dogoncouch is celebrating 9 months as a supporter.
Legend Doggo. I have another Supra that is just a rolling shell, so that has no engine, gearbox, or anything like that. So yeah. So that is yeah, and you'll catch up with all that stuff on TikTok. That's the name of it. Keep doing what you're doing. Let the channel grow organically. That's what I'm trying to do. I could easily do content. This is a very important point. I could easily do content. Like, do you know the stuff that I was saying there about ACC and iRacing? I could easily make a video called Why ACC and iRacing Are Both Terrible. Easy views. It would get 50,000 views, no problem. It would earn me lots of money. It would get lots of hate in the comments, and it would be great. Loads of subscribers saying, yeah, you know, this is great. Because ultimately it would be a clickbait video where I say, actually, they're both really good, they just have flaws and I wish they were better. Very, very easy. I don't make that kind of content because I don't want people to expect that type of content from me. I want people to expect streams like this and reviews. That's all I can commit to. If I get 100 new subscribers from a video like that, and then they see my other content, they're like, this other shit is all boring, then they're not going to watch. R.I.P. Octavia. Bottom end left on the road. More reviews. I would love to crank out more reviews. Trying my best. I want to give them the detail they deserve, but yeah, I need to do more. Nothing comes to mind. Not sure if you're upgrading computer. If upgrading computer would help with technical issues. Yes and no. I have a lot of stuff going on. Definitely a better graphics card, better processor would give me the overhead that would alleviate pretty much every technical issue that I have left over. So I would love to. I can't afford it. That's plain and simple. I can't afford it is not a fair thing to say. I'm trying to get a car on the road. It's a Toyota Supra. It's very expensive. So upgrading my PC is not a priority at the moment. Keep grinding, more collabs. Massive collab coming up. Yeah. I've been to Liverpool a good few times. Mad spot. Love it. Just keep being LD. Add hot chicks in bikinis on motion platforms. Can we have a Simagic overview? In the works. It is definitely in the works. That's why I've got all this Simagic hardware just sitting here. So yeah, lots of it everywhere. Yeah, I will definitely do an overview like that. Rant about force feedback. More iRacing. Fix technical issues with live streams. Maybe if I look at this. More iRacing. Fix technical issues with live streams. I would love to. They pop up randomly. Yeah, they're very, very, very difficult to diagnose. Especially while you're live. And they usually only happen when you're live. But yeah, as I say, better processor, better graphics card would definitely fix that. I would love to have even a 3090. I'm still running a 2080. Don't make a review. Maybe split the reviews and racing into different channels. Interesting. Yeah, Big Al, I've thought about that. I think that for the organic reach that I'm trying to get, I want people to just have a healthy tolerance for both. And I don't really care about the people who, you know, the people who are only coming for a review because they're interested in a product and they get their information and go away. They're not going to subscribe anyway. Gamer also upgraded his CPU and gained double FPS from his current. Yeah. The combo is important. Yeah, definitely. So, race different sims more often. Interesting. Okay. Thumbnails sometimes look pretty busy. Won't make me click the video. Yeah. Again, I'm not a 2080 is showing off. I'm not an artist. Sometimes my thumbnails work out really well. Other times, yeah, they're pretty shite. In all honesty, your reviews cause no hardship on us, to be honest. Never got the big deal with small tech issues. I think it's partly the frustration, though, as well. There's been a lot of sentiment, especially in the earlier questions, that I get very frustrated with it. And so people get annoyed. They get a little bit annoyed with the technical issue, but then they get completely fucked off when I get so annoyed. And that's something that I will work on for sure. And it's great to get, like, wasn't for this survey, I wouldn't know that people get so annoyed by this. Upgrading CPU, nice. 2700X with a 3080 Ti, interesting. That's yeah, you're going to see a lot of FPS when you upgrade that CPU. So the video themselves are good though. Thank you very much. You do what you like, not what you think you need to do. The community will follow you. Thank you so much. More reviews, more game variety. Keep doing you. It's working. Maybe integrate first impressions driving part with a section of the stream. More interactions and questions from the community. The delay makes that a little bit kind of difficult. I also want to concentrate 100% on the product. When I'm giving my first impressions, I want to do it in a consistent environment. I want to do it at a time that suits me. That could be 2 a.m. It could be 10 a.m. So doing that on a stream wouldn't be feasible. Hope we'd see a big boost in performance. So what's your favorite car in Dirt 2? As you feel an LD skin is required. I'd love a skin on a car in Dirt 2. I think my favorite car, it's probably got to be, it's either the 2001 Impreza, the Bug-Eye. I love driving that car. And I really like the Delta, the S4. So play Richard Burns Rally. Favorite podcast, love what you do. Yeah, you have to love what you do. Like I always say to people if they want to stream, you need to stream the stuff you're already doing. Otherwise, it's not like, if you're doing content just for a stream, forget about it. There's no point in doing that. It's transparent. It's way more work. So you need to be committed to league racing or doing your public lobby events or whatever at specific times. Then just stream it. People will watch it. It is relatively easy once you have the structure in place. More videos on a hot lap or rally stage. Interesting. Yeah. See, as I tend to choose leagues and competition where there are lots of people who are way faster than I am. And I always kind of feel if I do a good lap, even if it's a great lap, even though I know it will help some people if I did it, it's not the fastest lap that I could possibly do. Thank you so much, Justin. That'd be amazing. It's not the fastest lap that I could possibly do. So doing hot lap videos and stuff, yeah, it's not high on my priority list, but it is definitely something to consider. More of those interviews you do on other channels. You've done a view, it introduces more people to you, your streams, to Discord, etc. Really entertaining. Give us fresh perspectives. Thank you very much. Okay, really thorough review on the upcoming BDH. BDH, are you still in the chat? There will be a thorough review. There will be a first impressions and a thorough review. So I love a good H shifter. So if it meets those criteria, we're in for a treat. Like to raise people faster than you, which is literally everyone. Nice one, Bongo. We need to get LD on it. Part of a relatively large group. Yeah, I think I'm in that Discord as well, Kieran. So yeah, coincidence. What? Was it really not you? It must have been you. Class. I will do it anyway. Focus less on streaming issues and continue the good vibes. We've had that one a couple of times and definitely guaranteed good vibes. Chill out when things go wrong. Not nice to watch. 100%. This is exactly why I did this survey. None. So this is bits of advice for me, right? Maybe if possible, keep using the same microphone for both the unboxing and subsequent driving setup. Difficult to do. It will happen. Bazooka first. Ping your address. Nice. Okay, will do. Splat. I can't rub you. I can't rub you. I need you to sit over here. Not you, class. Well, that's good. It's great to see that people are associating your product with my reviews and that you are here to witness it. I mean, that's awesome. That's very, very cool. Yeah, I definitely want to review that bazooka as well. That is insane, that thing. So yeah, the microphone issue, I will try. The noise gate thing, it is this headset. I will try to sort that out. Maybe if possible, keep using the same. That's the same one. Oh, just submit it twice maybe. Chill out when things go wrong. Would love to see some head-to-head gear comparisons. Yes, I will do more head-to-head. Let's go for reviews. Here, more head to head. Okay, there we go. All right, more head to head and none more buyer's guides. Okay, you ask, I will take a note of that. More, but I'm holding a beer and typing with one hand. More buyer's guides. Maybe if I could type. There we go. More buyer's guides. Okay, that's the end of that question. We're moving on to question 5. This is going to be a quick one. So, do you feel appreciated as a subscriber and community member? Don't need to chill out as, hey, that's part of life. Yes, no, I mean, maybe if you were there were times when I got quite frustrated and it messed me up and it changed my general vibe, my general behavior. I got very, very just ticked off with it. And it has happened because every time I fixed an issue, I would get another issue. And that was annoying. Very, very annoying. So, yeah, one of those things. So, do you feel appreciated as a subscriber and community member? So, the options were, nope. If I left, nobody would notice. I feel underappreciated. I don't know. I feel appreciated. And I feel very appreciated. Great to see. 48% of people, almost half of people, feel appreciated. That is like more than I can ask for. Almost a third of people feel very appreciated, which is mind-blowing, and thank you so much. The purpose of streams like this is to show the appreciation from my end for everything that you do. And then some people are kind of on the fence, don't know. But the fact that we don't have anybody who feels underappreciated or people who think that if they left nobody would notice, that's a very, very strong message from the community, I think. Yeah, 58 responses on that one, and generally positive. So how satisfied are you with the Potato Nation Discord community? So we've got options: very satisfied, satisfied, neither satisfied, dissatisfied, very dissatisfied. So this one gets interesting, right? Very satisfied, almost half, 45% or so. Satisfied, 20%. Neither satisfied or dissatisfied. So that's interesting. Bear in mind, some people may not be in the Discord who answered this survey as well. There is one person who is dissatisfied, and there are 2 people who are very dissatisfied. So I will drill into those, not live on stream. I will drill into those, see what their other messages. That last video answers that question. Thanks, Big Al. I was at the funeral today. Not to lower the mood. But I went to the funeral, and I spoke with Owen's brother first. So you go in, you shake people's hands, and introduced myself to Owen's brother. And Owen said to his dad, to Martin, said, "This is the guy. This is Lawrence." And Owen, so Paddy's dad stood up, shook my hand, looked me in the eye, and was tearing up. Said, "Thank you for the tribute to our son." And it took me by surprise. It kind of, it was a bit mad. And then he started introducing me to people, and a lot of the other family. They were all very, very grateful for what we did on Tuesday night. I said to his father, to Paddy's father, he was shaking my hand intensely. He was just holding my hand, and I said, "You're shaking the hands of thousands of people." Like, Paddy was on every stream. He would have been here tonight. He's interacted with thousands of people, and each one of those, the amount of people, the outpourings from the USA, from Canada, from Australia, New Zealand, a lot of people who would love to be there to pay their respects. So I said, "You're shaking the hands of 1,000 people. Thank you for letting us." What was it I said? Thank you for your son, or something like that, right? He was a credit to the family. I think he's showing emotion is a good thing. Deeply involved in the channel, yeah. We could all see that on the clip. Splat looks like she needs a lap. Yeah, she's not getting a lap. You're not getting a lap. She knows I'm talking about her. So look, let's get back to it. But yeah, I thought that it was mad, and there were people kind of stopping me on the street, which was crazy, and they were thanking me for the stream, which I didn't expect it to have reach past us, Okay, so great answers here. So you see, that shows how much you appreciate us. I try. It's hard to make people feel appreciated. It's a priority for me, though. So we had what's your favorite thing that Lawrence does. Now we need to see what's your favorite thing about the Potato Nation. So I make a clear differentiation between me and the Potato Nation, the community, the stuff you're seeing in the chat here. Yes, it's brought about by me and these streams, and it unites us. It gives us an icebreaker. But this is the Potato Nation. People who interact here like that. So these questions are about the Potato Nation. So, what's your favorite thing about the Potato Nation? Lounge lizard chill. Interesting. How welcoming and generally helpful everyone is. The friendliness, coherence between the members. That it doesn't matter what shape or size potato you are, you're all accepted. What an amazing comment. Like, that's like diversity and inclusion are some of the things that I'm really, really just trying to enforce. And it's not always easy, because people have their phrases that they use, and then you have to send them a message. You kind of have to ruin their fun. But they're all things that make people feel included. There are a good few women in our Discord, and they notice this. There are sponsors in our Discord. There are companies who send products, and they all have a very high opinion of the Potato Nation, and we can't let that slip. A large spud. Although I'm more of a voyeur, I love the banter. Nice. The Potato Nation is the key to success, for sure. I always say to people, if I was to vanish off the face of the planet, or decide to quit doing this, the Potato Nation will live on. The people, like my admin team, will basically say, "Oh, that's a pity, Lawrence. Can we have the keys? We're going to take over from here." And that's the way it should be. The Potato Nation is all of you guys are building that. I'm obviously feeding into it, but I don't necessarily want to take all the credit for that. Like accidental meme last night. So still in the background, but from the streams and comments, it's a great place. Thank you so much. Simply watch for Lawrence. Not too interested to join Discord or participate in community activities. Don't have a sim rig. We were saying this in Discord, weren't we, guys? A couple of people in the chat who were in Discord. There are lots of people in this community who don't even have a rig. They're just hanging out, just enjoying it. And that's where sim racing is going. We're going to have people who just make liveries, just set up cars, just organize races, just commentate. we're going to have lots of that going, and more. Always feel welcome to the point you call people friends. I've only spoken to them online, which is a great achievement. It really is. Baked or mashed, roasted, it's all good. I can say this literally. Potato Nation is keeping me alive. Wow. Like, Erick, man, that's huge words. I know we've spoken, but that's, yeah. Like, anybody reading that in the chat, he's not joking. It's insane. It's amazing. Flea McBaggins. Are you there, Flea? You are there, Flea. Flea McBaggins got a shout out. So your favorite thing about the Potato Nation is Flea McBaggins. Legend. Potato. They're all one. People with the same interest. The potatoes. Flea keeps me laughing. Decent community from the looks of it. I'm a fairly new subscriber. I don't know what Potato Nation is. Interesting. So Potato Nation is the community, the name for the community. Brutal banter and at the same time friendly and welcoming. I've heard lots of Irish voices on stream. Makes me feel back at home. Man, that's a lovely comment, isn't it? That's probably especially the RTA leagues that I do. RTA is a great community as well. I highly recommend joining their community. Especially if you're into iRacing, they do dirt rally as well. But yeah, they're mainly Irish people. So Flea wrote that himself. Lively and active community. The community, like-minded people together. Yeah, like as I say, getting views on videos is grand. You know, it's fine. But building a community like ours, I have Splash. Go away. I have people with larger channels asking me, you know, what should I do to build more of a community like you have, which is completely surreal. The inclusive feeling, so important to me, and I'm glad that it's being reflected in these comments. Crack, the help with almost every question that I have about hardware. Nice. Interaction. I haven't been on the Potato Nation, so interesting that people are answering these questions, even though they're not necessarily in the Discord. Family atmosphere amongst the regulars, class. Comedy. League racing Saturdays and Sundays, brilliant. People in the culture, zero. Don't know what that means. That you spell potato without an E. Yes, because you only put in the E when it's plural. Potatoes. It's potato on its own without an E. Not part of the Potato Nation. So it's interesting. A lot of people in here without would you not just give slap? Splatter rub and let her on your lap. Or would you not give splatter rub? Yeah. No, I've got the keyboard. I need the keyboard on my lap because I'm taking notes as well. The regulars, the nutters, you know who they are. Friendly and very active Discord. How everyone seems to have each other's back. It's not a bunch of people shit posting. This is a big one, guys. Everyone has each other's back. It's not a bunch of people shit posting. That makes me very happy to read that, and it's my experience as well. They're very chill and helpful, and like people keep me honest as well, right? A lot of people because they have great access to me. A lot of people say, "Hey, you know what you said in that video, or you know how you did this in this video. I think you should have done this, or I have this product and I disagree." And it really makes for what I usually tell them is comment on the YouTube video, and I'll reply. And give that some prominence because people read the comments in YouTube videos. But yeah, crack the memes at the end of the stream. At the end of the stream, there'll be more memes as well. The crack, community and comradeship amongst the whole place. The community, the racing, the friends I've made. What a comment! Like what a comment. Not applicable. Friendly people. Voice chat. Voice chat as always. I bet you there are loads of people in voice chat right now who aren't even watching this stream, and I love it. I love it. They're just hanging out. You don't have to be part of every conversation. This is just another conversation. The banter. Talking to the many friends I've made there. Making jokes, venting, great crack. Loving these comments. These are actually making me feel better than the comments that were saying good things about me. The good comments about the community. Down to earth group, not as toxic as other discords that are larger. No elitism. I'm able to afford decent equipment, but you shouldn't shame or look down on users that are not able to. 13 in voice chat right now. That's amazing. You know, like a lot of Discords don't even get that on a race night. That's crazy. The community, social community, good friends and times. I enjoy how welcoming and inclusive the whole group is. Social community, zero ego. Brilliant comment. Good friends and times, the people. Awesome. Now, here we go, guys. What's your least favorite thing about the Potato Nation? Computer says no. Times of community events. But that's just an is what it is kind of thing. That's an interesting one. I kind of alluded to it earlier. The races are on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Yeah, it's to try and accommodate people in the USA. It does alienate people in Australia, and it's hard to find the right times. If we have enough people in the US time zone, we'll try to have USA races. And I'm sure that even if there are USA races, like let's say they start at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. USA, like Central Time, we would probably still get some Irish people who are up at like 3 in the morning who would race. So bear that in mind. If there's enough demand, we will build it. Nothing, least favorite thing, nothing bothers me. Not been invited to Ireland for a beer. Should have heard the voice chat with the Transit fan. If I don't think there was anyone not laughing and smiling. Yeah, I popped in as well. It was awesome. Just for international users, make sure the crack is not a drug. Yeah. So crack is fun. Good fun with good people. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with drugs. Don't involve myself anymore. No problem with the actual Potato Nation. Interesting comment. Haven't figured out where to get the potatoes yet. I know where to go if I ever decide to buy a sim rig. Potato needs more recognition. Okay, so saying Potato Nation needs to be like more of a thing. But it's kind of nice that it's our thing, isn't it? The potatoes aren't real. Sometimes the banter can get a bit close to the line, but people know where it is. Good comment, very fair, especially for voice chat. Definitely agree with that. Discord sections have such a flat structure, it can be hard to follow. Yes. Discord is very difficult to organize. The channels that we have are active. I'm constantly trying to improve it. But yeah, it's the Discord channels definitely difficult. Generally don't like Discord servers once they get past 150 members, but that's just personal preference. Interesting. Yeah, so it would be nice to have, like in the sim and game zone, for example, it would be nice to have an Assetto Corsa zone under that rather than having a dedicated one. And then you could, collapse. It'd be nice to have, your favorite channels, or be able to pin channels to the top, or even just have the active channels at the top. Would be nice and easy. Not enough ACC. Okay. That's like the last 3 months or so. I stopped doing ACC about 3 months ago. It can be hard to fit in, man, sometimes. Can't be hard to fit, man, sometimes. I'm not sure what that means. Squeaky voices. NA, none, not me in it. Can sometimes feel overwhelming, for sure. Getting more recognition. Look at the new ACC league being sponsored. Yeah, that's awesome. Absolute class. Potato Nation is confusing. Yes, there's a lot going on these days, and it can be confusing, for sure. It's probably easier for the people who were there when there were less channels and who know the justification for having more channels. But yeah, the Discord can be confusing. Guess Rally, not a huge fan. Okay, missed some stuff by being in a different time zone. That's a pity. So, Zero, next question. Not part of the Potato Nation. That's like the fourth person who's not in the Potato Nation. Or maybe they don't know that we mean the Discord. The Discord mainly. But it's also the comments on videos, the camarade. That's all Potato Nation. The comments section is, a lot of Potato Nation people. A tad too many channels, new zones are working well. Again, if anybody has suggestions for channels that we can just give me a shout, tell me, and I'll have a look. No midweek leagues. The least favorite thing is the memes. Interesting. Someone doesn't like memes. Voice channels can be a bit daunting for a non-regular with natural clicks amongst the regulars. Yes, there are multiple voice channels, so feel free to go into a channel. There are clicks. There are people who hang out there every single night, talk about things and continue conversations that other people weren't in. That definitely happens. I try to treat it like a bar. So, you know, in a bar, let's say you've got 20 of your friends in a bar. You're not standing around listening to one person talk. You break off into little groups. That's what all the different channels are for. So definitely use the channels like that. So always wanting to buy more sim gear. ACC. Lack of super content for non-social media users. So I do post everything that I put on TikTok in Discord as well. The memes or the GIFs. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else try scrolling someone else's stream? Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine you guys are trying to scroll. Way too many channels. Again, if you have suggestions on channels to remove, please let me know. iRacing League is during work. That's a pity. Yeah, we'll again, if there's enough demand in your time zone, we'll definitely go for it. You know, have most channels muted because of extensive chatter. This is fine for the group, just not for me. Only interested in learning about new hardware. Leaning towards mid to high end. Yeah, you can mute every channel except for hardware under review, and that will work. I'm too slow. No age restriction. So that's the least favorite thing. Okay, so people feel there should be an age restriction. That's maybe something that we'll investigate. It's very hard to enforce though. You know, if we say you have to be 16 and then we ask someone what age are you, they might say 16. So you know, how do we actually know? Nothing. So far, haven't really found anything to dislike. That's very nice. We're nearly there, guys. Crashing out on Saturday races. All the goings on, if not managed properly by each individual member, it can quickly become overwhelming. Yes, it can. Maybe try the TikTok stuff as YouTube shorts too. I've thought about it. I have thought about it. Again, it takes time. I need to download the videos and you know, put them up there. And I have thought about it. It's not my usual content. So it's nothing to do with sim racing. It kind of dilutes it, and people who are not interested in, you know, me and my Japanese cars might scroll past it and might say, oh, what's this guy doing? It's too confusing. There's too much going on the channel. That's why I kept it separately. So here we go. What advice? This is the last proper question. The next one is just a fun one. Yeah. What advice do you have to improve the Potato Nation community? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Instructions to help new members setting up games, VR, etc. I know a lot of people are happy to help out. It would be good to have all the info in attachment forms. This is something that I'm trying to do. The admins are giving a little bit of kind of back and forth, because I want we've got like different game sections now for AC, iRacing, ACC. I'd love to have a tips section in there where you can, you know, share all this kind of stuff. So tune into my radio station. Just make sure as it grows, it retains its friendliness. Might need moderators. So I have a decent team of moderators, but yes, and this is something that we hit every couple of months. We get some people saying, oh, it's just gotten too big. It's not what it used to be. And we have to adjust. We have to keep, you know, maintaining. We've had a couple of, hey Quidman, we've had a couple of communities break off into other Discords, and that's been amazing to see. And you know, as long as people are hanging out, if people met through the Potato Nation or whatever, as long as they're hanging out, I don't care where you're hanging out. And sometimes groups of individuals outgrow a server, or they might say, I want to do this on my own. And I am a massive encourager of that. I think it's great. But yeah, this is a challenge that we face all the time. Hey Wiz, what's the crack? Been invited being invited to Ireland for a beer. None, keep doing what you're doing. PS5 user normally grinding for credits while watching and listening early in the morning from Okinawa. What a comment! That's awesome. Holy crap, Quinman has subscribed.
Quinman_88 is celebrating 1 month as a supporter.
So this notification is wrong, guys. I'm so sorry. It's supposed to be a massive fanfare. It's supposed to be like, you know, a huge like sound and stuff. I set up this notification wrong. Quinman, thank you so much. That's the third person we've had Wook, Glutzy, and Quinman who've subscribed on Twitch today. So your names are going to appear on this sponsorship graphic. Might be a great time to actually just quickly thank everybody who's in Pit Pass, Pit Crew, Crew Chief, and Team Boss levels. We've got the Twitch members are in the Pit Crew level, and we're going to see Quinman, Glutzy, and Wook. We're going to see their names in here on next Tuesday's stream. So thank you so much. And we've got yeah. I'm already dragging on the stream a little bit, so I won't go into too much detail about this. I just want to thank everybody and all the sponsors as well, and we'll go back into it here. I'll go through it in more detail on Tuesday's stream. So no advice for the Potato Nation. More splat. Oh, she's gone. She's in a huff with me. Community cruises. Yeah, I'd love to do. What's wrong with your pit crew layout? Alright, so sorry. Pit crew layout. It is dynamically created now. I love your YouTube stuff. Don't get to catch your stream very often. Thank you so much, Quinman. The layout, it's dynamically generated. This is the best I could get it without breaking people's names into multiple lines. Alex is coming up so he can borrow some equipment. Can race H pattern with us in AC. Nice. Union Island cruise, that would be awesome. So yeah, the layout, I'm still working on the layout, but I've automated all this, so this graphic is now auto generated. So that's all good. Potato, no advice. Make the potatoes real. No, it's fine. LD should take part in his community races. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. The times and the days generally just don't suit me. What we might see happening this year, even though it excludes people in the US, so I have to say that, we might see on my Tuesday or Thursday streams, we might see a community league. Just putting it out there. But yeah, that would exclude a lot of people in the US. The Friday night iRacing leagues at 10 o'clock Irish time is the closest that we've kind of gotten. Closest that we've gotten to it. Don't forget about Discord. We're 24/7. Yeah. So tips and tricks section for each racing game. Look, that's exactly what I want to do. So I'll discuss that with the admins again. Let's put it in our notes here. Discord. Tips and tricks for each sim. I think it's very important. You know, all the little, the nuances of ACC with tire pressures. And now we do already have a lot of that info in there, but it's not in a specific tips section. And yeah, just follow the channel, just tips, yeah. Just a tip. Less squeaky voices. No idea of social media. None. Need to check it out. Let it grow organically like the channel. That is what we're trying to do. Try to let it grow like that. Maybe try to arrange exclusive special offers on equipment beyond the affiliate stuff. Also, maybe highlight any community members who make hardware as a hobby. Good point. I do try to encourage people who make hardware. I try to encourage people who stream and stuff as well. Just one thing that, and this is a personal thing, I often encourage people and they just stop doing it. And I might make a post about, or try to encourage like a streamer or again, someone who makes hardware and then it doesn't come to fruition in the same way. So I kind of like to see somebody who's already doing so. Like a great example is Johnston in the comments here. Johnston does amazing skins, especially for AC and ACC. He has shown commitment to that like he doesn't need Potato Nation. He's popular in other places, so he doesn't need it, but he's going to be doing it anyway. And he's like super reliable, very high quality. Everybody wants to throw money at him because he's so good at what he does. You don't have to be at that level, but you just have to be committed and consistent. And if people are committed and consistent with making hardware, I gladly support that. Definitely. Definitely. More community events online. Would love to do more community events. Organize Zoom events where you can play drinking games. You can play games in Discord. So Discord is a very good option for stuff like that. Not a part of the Potato Nation. More league racing exposure. So I'm not sure because all my racing is league racing. I never do casual racing. It's always with like RTA, I did a Wiz League. It's LFM. So yeah, I don't know. Down the wormhole you go. Keep up the good work. Ban Sal. That's you, Izzie, if you're still there. WRC Generations. Okay. I have thought about spending some time with it. So we'll keep that on the back burner. More targeting on spam in streams. Yeah, it's difficult. It's a problem across all streams. Cheers, William. It's a problem across all streams. The amount of spam. So yeah, and there are mods. There are usually mods in the chat, but it's very, very difficult to capture it. So see a specialist about the issue. Get more engagement with leagues. Plenty of members don't participate in Potato Nation races. I'm not sure what this like engagement with leagues, what people mean by that. Or promotion for the Potato Nation leagues. Yeah, there's only so much I can do for the Potato Nation leagues. It needs to be a quite an organic thing as well. I don't want and if I promote the league and then don't race in it, people do get disappointed with that. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword in a lot of ways. I do put it on my social media and stuff. Fewer channels with more broad subjects. It's easier said than done. But if you have suggestions, please send me messages on that. Could be just other things in real life get in the way of leagues. Well, so I'm not sure what people are saying about me doing more league racing, because everything I do is competitive, you know. And when I enter a league, I do the whole season. So weekend iRacing league. Sundays are ACC, but it seems like a lot of ACC fans left the Discord. Yes, that is true. Current using leagues don't work for US time. Yes, that's definitely something. Oh, no worries, William. So definitely something that we need to, that we're trying to actively address. Not sure. I don't think I'm your main demographic. I like the hardware reviews. I check in every once in a while and contribute where I can. This group is home for other users, and that's important. And you see other Discords that slowly die down. Make sure that the core group is welcoming to new users that may be shy to join a community race or anything similar. Yeah, I would love to do the play. I've explained it a couple of times. Yeah, I'd love to do the Potato Nation leagues. But that's probably what they mean, Phelan. You're right. So more advertising for Potato Nation leagues for a bigger turnout. Yeah, I'm open to listening to suggestions for that. So do message me, even if this isn't your comment. Do message me with those suggestions. Try to join leagues, but real life has me. Yeah, I get that, William. None. Just keep being the way you are. Nothing. It's great. More people like Marc, Phelan, Ian, Paul, and Evan. guys, massive shout out. And then together we win. Can help spread that word. I've run leagues myself, can be labor intensive to the point. Didn't take part in them. Phone never stopped with questions. Taking part in too many leagues, saturate the channel. Yeah, could do. Anything else? A joke, a thought. So here we go. This is kind of like the end of the stream now. This is the last question. We're going to park it after this. And like, what do you guys, just before we get into this, what do you guys think so far? Do you like doing this once a year? Like, is this worth your while? There's a great attendance on the stream. There are lots of new people who are interested in this, which is mad. But what do you guys think? Are you enjoying this type of thing? This is a sim racing channel, and this is the one stream a year that I don't race. Mad. Advertising. Flea, you spread. This is a great reflection. There are a lot of people who probably haven't even seen one of these streams before, so it's kind of cool for this to be your first of these streams. It's kind of class. Great for feedback. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, and trying to improve things, it's unreal. Great stream, and you do act upon it. Yeah, and I'll be posting the actions and pinning them to the admin channel because it's not just me who's going to be acting on them. Lawrence, this is like my yearly check-in. Yeah, it's like a peer appraisal type of thing. I look forward to it like the holiday enduro. Make Chris McCann race again. Love it. Just wish you could use both eyes. Wish I could use both eyes. Nice. All right, let's go in here to the to the comments. Okay, Lawrence for PN. The crack is LD. We can't get enough of you, man, and the community is the best. Really appreciate it. Food for thought. Maybe we'll get you do a VR review. Thoughts something will be really interesting. Okay, interesting. Yeah, like I'm a big fan of VR. I kind of stopped doing VR when I started streaming. Yeah, it's good that a big streamer asks what the users think. I'm not a big streamer. This is a small channel. Just blindly stream and never ask. Yeah. I think it's super important. Why are we doing this? This is, this is supposed to be fun, Thanks so much, Quinman. Thanks for becoming a member as well, a subscriber. Thank you so much, and thank you for your time and being here. And thank you, Big Al, for calling it a big channel. So good crack, laddie. Giggity. Didn't know about LD until the Sim Racing Expo by Sim Sundays. That's awesome. So glad I discovered him and sought out his media channels. That's a really cool one for the Sim Sundays crew to hear. They love that. Always remember, flashing lights is right of punting. Quality. Next Tuesday. It's a nice group of people, so it's nice to be a part of the Potato Nation. What you call a happy Roman soldier? A gladiator. Oh, God. What's the square root of 69? 8 something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no, I only just got that one. We'd like to thank you for what you do. Santa dropped off an Alpha Mini and FX. Nice, Stephen. That is awesome. Yeah, this one took me a while. Keep doing what you're doing. Very sorry about your friend Paddy. Very kind what you did for him. I'm sure his family and friends appreciate your efforts. Thank you very much. Very kind words. Keep pushing, my dude. As my throat is getting sore from talking. Okay. Keep pushing, my dude. This is too much pressure. Lawrence, would you come and be our dictator in the US? Heck, you can rule from the stream. Jesus. I would love for you to one day become a full-time YouTuber, and I genuinely believe you can someday. I would love to see you branch out more with the content you do and see you upload shorter videos, funny highlight videos, maybe upload clips from your streams to TikTok. Try other racing games that aren't highly technical sim racers. You're a great person and I subscribe to your YouTube channel 4 years ago for you, not because of the content you make. I hope you have lots more success this year. Best of luck. Thank you so much. Amazing comment. Thank you so much. Yeah, the reason that, so like setting up a YouTube channel the way that I did it with the hardware and all that, it's very expensive. It's just like I was lucky I had disposable income and I could do it. Maybe I could have built something from scratch. I don't know. But I already had nice hardware. I had access to nice hardware. I already ran racing leagues and a lot of stuff that just costs money. Photoshop licenses and multi-streaming, like the way I'm streaming to multiple platforms right now. The way the chat is combined. You see little YouTube logos for YouTube people. You see Twitch logos for people who are chatting on Twitch. And it all gets combined. All that cost me money. I wouldn't have been able to do that or set that up if I didn't already have money, you know. I have a family. I have cars. I have, you know, a house, a mortgage. So I'm at a far later stage in life than a lot of people who can set up a channel and, you know, do it from the comfort of their parents' house or whatever. So becoming full-time at this, often becoming a full-time YouTuber is not as glorious as it seems, because it's very difficult to make money. I don't accept money for my reviews. So where does the money come from? Affiliate sales. That's probably the only place. You can do some like sponsored content and that, but to get that type of thing, you need to already be big. So it's a tough one. It's a catch-22, but who knows? The dream, if I could have a dream, you remember when there was a piano in the room? Yeah. The dream, if I could, because currently I work 5 days a week. If I could every Friday, let's say every Monday. Monday'd be an awesome day to not have to go to work. If I could do my main job 4 days a week and have one extra day for content, that would be amazing. So that's kind of like the long-term dream. If it ever gets to that, it'll be crazy. Spin 360. Potato, keep up the good work, well done. Republic of Ireland is, oh Jesus. That's easy anyway. I've got jokes, but nothing that won't cause an international incident. I can't figure out how to join the iRacing races. It could be Discord again. I just don't get on with it. Feel free to send me your private messages. Give Michael Tell a call. I was wondering why the frisbee kept getting bigger and bigger. Then it hit me. More ACC, not a joke. Okay. Happy New Year, LD. Let's have more grape times in 2023. Thanks for helping me deciding hardware. Keep up the great work. Love your content, Lawrence. Always keep up the good work. Very excited for your upcoming reviews. 2 nuts walk across a park. One was assaulted. A poem from ChatGPT. There once was a sim racing community called Potato Nation, where Lawrence and Simmy held the reins of simulation. Their driving was wild and their crashes were mild, but they always came back for another rotation. Despite their tendency to spin out and stall, they never let it get them down, not at all. They picked themselves up and raced with aplomb in Potato Nation. They give it their all. What a lovely little poem. There's something very special about this community that makes it stand out from all the others. Lawrence has created a culture that is like no other place on the internet. Spud power is real. What a comment, lads. That just like, yeah, that like, it's everything that I wanted to achieve. Mad. Stay positive, keep going on. For the highlights reel, you could bind a button on your wheel, time start marker, would speed up editing. For sure, it's something that you really have to be in the habit of. You also need to have a replay buffer running, which takes extra resources. I was running replays for a long time, and it was causing my stream to hang. So I need to upgrade my PC if I'm ever going to be able to do that. Thanks again for the tech support on the GT4 rim. Saved me that night, truly. And now I can pay that forward and defending the inside line. Thank you so much, William O. Legend. That's going to give a big notification up here in a sec. Stay positive, keep going on. There we go. It's going to read it out as well.
William O just donated $5. Thanks again for the tech support on the Simagic GT forum. Saved me that night, truly. Now I can pay that forward. And defending the inside line.
Legend. Thank you so much, William. There's no need to donate, guys, but thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. A cricket walks into a bar and sits down. Bartender says to him, "Hey, do you know we have a drink named after you?" Cricket replies, "Really? You have a drink named Kevin?" Boom. It's grasshopper. No, anyone? Yeah. Despite us being critical, you do an awesome both on Discord and YouTube. Thank you so much. Send it. Need more Northern Irish people? Well, advertise it in Northern Ireland. Get them in here. Get them in here. Get the people from Northern Ireland in here. Make every sentence sound like a question. Your car is very cool. Thank you very much. New subscriber from County Cork. Hello, D. What part of County Cork? Are you near the city or are you... Cork is big. That's what my teacher used to say in school. Cork is big. Not all about the city. Your car is very cool. Knock, knock. Keep doing what you're doing. What's more Irish than potatoes? No potatoes. Yeah, do make D, if you're new to the channel, get into Discord as well. I don't know if you use Discord, !Discord, follow that link. You won't regret it. It's great crack. If you enjoy this, you'll love that. Keep it up. Did you hear about the demon who got busted by the police? No, there's no punchline. Anybody know the punchline? Your Christmas message from Helen is hilarious. House. The gymnastics one. Keep our great work. I went to buy some camo pants but couldn't find any. Thanks for the community. I've only just found your channel, Lawrence. You're already one of my favorite sim racing channels because I love and joy you bring to the sport. What a great comment. D, thank you so much. Are you friendly? Were you friendly with Paddy? Is that why you're new to the channel? If so, my condolences as well to you. Keep up the good work. I hope your channel grows significantly in 2023. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's like what are we? Nearly 13,000 subscribers now on YouTube. I mean, if we're at 15,000 by the end of the year, I'll be happy. If it's a crazy good year, which it won't be, I don't think so, unless crazy stuff happens. You know, we might hit 17. I don't know. We'll see. I like men. Joke. What's the difference between a hot potato and a flying pig? One's a heated yam and one's a yeeted ham. I like that. Nice one to end on. That's awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. That's it. What have we? Oh, it's after 11 o'clock. That was class. Look, any other anything else? I mean, a lot of people answered these questions. Do you like my list of actions? Where's my list of actions gone? Is this, are you happy with this list of actions? This list of things that I'm, going to look at implementing? If not, or if anything, if you fundamentally disagree with anything, let me know. But these are things, I can't promise all these, but I'm going to try my best, yeah, let's, you guys can keep talking. You can see these now, and if you are typing, you're already, there's a little bit of a delay, but we're going to, let's get a tune on here. 2 seconds. Stream tunes. Let's go for I have like 15 tunes or so that I always use. I'm just trying to find one that's like suiting my mood right now. I think maybe this one. No, not that one. Yeah, this one's a pretty good one. Alright, let's do this. Where do babies come from? Good luck all. Alright, let's go through the end credits. Splat is gonna get some much needed attention. Splat, come on. Come on. You're allowed on my lap now. Come on. Come on. Don't be a dickhead now. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Thanks a million, everyone, for watching the stream. Thanks for enjoying this. It's been a hell of a year. This is kind of almost like our annual, like our yearly review. If there's any more you think of, feel free to message me in Discord. And yeah, if you're not in Discord, !Discord to get in there. Would have known him to see, saw your video, had to subscribe. Lovely tribute. Thank you so much, D. Cuyar, Doggo, Racing Llama, epicfatlip, Restream Bot, Flea McBaggins with the super chat, and William O. And new followers, Quinman, Velki, subscriptions from Gabriel Borgi, subscribers and resubs from Wook, Glutzy, Doggo, and Quinman, and members Izzie, Phelan, Ian May, Daniel Magowan, and Pingu. Thank you very much for your resubs. Absolute legends. I will leave you with the end of this tune, and I will chat to you on Tuesday for more Mazda MX-5s in iRacing. Chat to you all later. Say bye, Splat. Say bye. No. See you later.